Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we've got a reading for you about somebody that has decided if they want what they want, they have to surrender to the emotions they're feeling. From the signs of the times, we have the Water card and the Bullseye card. So they see clearly how to get what they want, but it does require a confession or some sort of revelation of a crush, could be more serious. It could be more like, I love you until the end of time. Hello, Jess. How are you? Hello, Peggy. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a great day, a great weekend if you're watching this when I post it, or, same day-ish. Hello there, April. How are you doing? All right, let's see what else we've got for you. This is the Situations deck. Obsession and nightlife. Less so on like the party element, and I think more so on the risk part of this card. We have somebody that is saying, yeah, I might have a little bit of an obsession here, and I can't really stop thinking about this person. I can't stop, daydreaming about a life with this person. So I'm going to have to take a risk. I'm going to have to actually go for what I want. Hello, Hope. How are you doing? What's up, Key Controller? We back. What else do we have? For a short while, or maybe, you talked about it, there was a desire to keep this on the DL. Maybe there are family members or friends or coworkers that would have a problem with the two of you being together. But there is a realization that just, having a fling or just having, a one-night stand, that's not what is the goal for this person. Now, maybe it is for the other person, but this feels more so like I accept that what I really have is like emotions for you, not just a desire. Uh-oh. They're feeling a little thirsty. And with the receipts card being in the reverse, it feels like there's riskiness in terms of what they're planning on doing, because if they confess how they feel and you don't feel the same, or you don't want the same, they're going to feel a little rejected, right? Right back at you. Well, it looks like this person's trying to figure out if that's true. Do you want me the way that I want you? Because I can't really do anything about it. I feel like this person sees you as a person of strong will. They think that either you want them or you don't. With the magnetic card in the reverse, you have demonstrated some willingness to stay away or to cut them off or to move forward that makes them a little bit hesitant. But I feel like it's that same like part of you that makes them want you more. It isn't 100% clear that they have won you, and they like a little bit of that chase, even though they may not want to admit that. We're going to go with the Tattoo Tarot. What else do we have? Hello, Paul. How are you? Y'all are cute. We've got Moon in the reverse, 7 of Cups, 3 of Cups. What good does it do me to hide my emotions? It only makes me feel like I've bottled them up inside, and then it causes me to feel a little bit dizzy, a little bit unable to focus. Maybe they feel like once they finally confess their feelings, they can let go of a sense of being so thirsty or obsessed. Maybe if we can just talk and you tell me that you like me too, I won't be so, incapable of focusing on this report I have to do for work or this cleaning that I have to do. I gotta be honest though, one of the things I do like about cleaning is it's a good way to think or not think. You can choose. It's like a light switch. Ooh, ready to fly again, huh? But this is, I want to see you again. Come together, right? I want to find a way to talk to you. I want to see where your head's at, where your heart's at. Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. They maybe historically have not been known to rely on their intuition. They may have only been okay with taking action if they knew for sure this is somebody who's interested in me, or this is somebody who would say yes. But there's something about this connection that makes them feel, even if it's not obvious, even if you're not chasing them, maybe they need to make an exception here and just tell you how they feel. Eight of Swords, Four of Cups, Ace of Swords in the reverse. Because it's only made them feel like the emotions they have for you have grown because they can't talk about them or because they feel at a distance from you. So it's the whole like absence makes the heart grow fonder. Now that I haven't seen you for a while, or now that I feel like I can't talk to you, or now that I tried to forget you, I only think about you more. And they tried to lie about it to themselves, or they tried to deny it. But this is somebody who's wanting to take a risk towards a love that they previously felt like they could just kind of ignore, right? Might have been a little bit nervous about any kind of commitment. They might have felt like you have too different a perspective, or your beliefs are too divergent. But they feel like they have this weakness for you. They cannot deny their emotions for you, even though they do feel on some level that it's not right. So we get this theme a lot. It could be somebody who's like, oh, okay, I can't be in love with you because you dated my brother, or you dated my sister, or you dated my best friend, or maybe you're too old or too young or a different background, whatever it is. People are judging something about it. It could be the person who's confessing their emotions is realizing that they were being a little judgy. All right, this is the classic tarot. What else do we have? Hello, dude. How we doing? Happy Saturday. Hello, Dr. Emery. I'm still waiting on an email from you. I like that, dude. You know I like number 13. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. And Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, so we've gotten Judgment in the reverse twice. Really feels to me like we have somebody questioning how they approached a situation. Probably their decision to not pursue what they wanted. They may have felt like they didn't have the time. They may have felt like they didn't have the energy. They may have felt like it was asking too much, changing too much of their life. I don't know if I could provide that kind of relationship. I don't know if I want to be monogamous. I don't know if I want to be responsible for someone else. I don't know if I'm done healing. We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse, clarifying the Ace of Swords in the reverse. So part of this is making me feel like the individual who wants to surrender and confess their emotions may have at one point been kind of like um, avoiding the more serious elements of their life because they didn't know if they were ready. And I don't know if they were right. I think sometimes we get so in our head, like, oh, so many things could go wrong. I'm not ready for this, or that's not right for me, or I just need to, clean this or finish this project. You got to be able to call yourself out when you're using excuses to justify behavior you're not ready to change yet. And I feel like this person has gotten to the point where they're saying, like, uncle, okay, I get it. I'm in love with this person. I tried to walk away. I tried to ignore it, or I tried to not talk about it. I tried to discredit it. But at the end of the day, I still want you. I still love you. Five of Pentacles in the reverse and the King of Swords, which leads someone to decide it's time to find a way to have a conversation, be it in person or over the phone, and be honest. The King of Swords is somebody who is very much so a fan of honesty. I'm going to tell you how it is, and it may not go my way, but I'm still going to be honest. Hello, daughter of Saturn. How we doing? What's up, Carrie? That's a good point, Hope. I would go with you can't. But I think a lot of people try to do that, I agree, Jess. Justice in the reverse. The World. Seven of Swords in the reverse. It was, at the time, the easiest decision to end things or walk away or feel like it just wasn't going to work out. Maybe there was just too much going on. Maybe there were people that were still attached to things. I don't know. There was some sort of obstacle here. But I do feel like this person kind of made a mountain out of a molehill. And now with the Seven of Swords in the reverse, they're being honest with themselves about the fact. Remember I said with Ace of Swords in the reverse, they were like kind of in denial. Now they're being honest with themselves. Maybe I was just trying to run away because I was scared. Maybe I just don't know how things are going to go, even though I really do want something with this person. Magician in the reverse, Five of Swords in the reverse, and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. So if I don't feel like I can forget this person, if I don't feel like I could forget your face or how your voice sounds or, the life that I daydream about, then maybe I just need to admit that what I really want to do is make amends. I want to find a way to no longer worry about this. And the only way I can do that is if I'm honest. I have to just be comfortable bearing my soul and saying, hey, turns out I actually really have feelings for you. So this could be somebody that you thought was just a friend. This could be somebody who had a crush and you kind of knew, but nothing happened. This could be somebody that you had a little fling with, but didn't tell anyone because maybe someone would have been jealous. There's kind of an element of got to keep it secret or can't tell people. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? I agree. King of Cups. Seven of Wands and the Emperor in the reverse. I know how I feel. I know that I can't just dismiss it. So if I can't forget it, I might as well defend it or fight for it, even if it makes me feel like I'm a little bit out of control, or, someone else could ruin my mood, or, I'm putting myself at risk because I'm letting somebody potentially hurt me. This Emperor in the Reverse card, this is somebody saying, I've taken off the armor that I always wear to make sure people like you can't actually get to know me. Eight of Swords in the Reverse. I'm no longer in this mental block where I feel like I can't trust anyone. I'm willing to consider that maybe I was wrong about that. And what I really want is to be able to trust you and to show you that you can trust me. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. And I feel like in particular, this is, I'm willing to change because I know that there are good things that I could potentially have in my life as a result of my being willing to do that. So I'm going to roll up my sleeves and get to work. Maybe they're writing a bunch of love letters. Well, I think that's fair to have that or to want that. Five of Wands, Seven of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. There at one point might have been an attempt to make you jealous, make you chase them, or see whether or not you would react if they took someone else on a date, or if they were dancing with somebody else at the club. What would your facial expressions convey? I feel like they used some sort of trick here, some sort of little shenanigans, and it didn't go the way they wanted it to. I feel like you were like a poker face pro. You're not going to just convey that to somebody, especially if you know what they're doing. Like, I'm not going to give you the satisfaction. If I feel like what you're trying to do is evoke some kind of jealousy out of me, I will be so unbothered. Like, maybe I won't even be there. But this is somebody who is like, how can I get this person to confess that they love me without me having to say it first? And you know what? When that is your major goal, you need to rethink your goals, because why you got to wait for everybody else to say something? Fortune favors the bold. You want to get what you want in life, you have to be able to actually ask for it or go for it. Now, that's not going to work for you every single time. But I'll tell you this, I've been rejected a million times in my life. Okay, career in sales, but also my jokes aren't always funny. And that's fine, because it's meant that when I get rejected or when I think something won't go my way, I'm not going to throw a stupid little fit. I'm quite used to it. No does not bother me. It just means either not right now or not with you. Like, I'll figure it out. So we have somebody that's let go of that block that made them feel like things would never go the way they wanted it to, that made them feel like not communicating was the right move. Now they have some sense of hope here. Maybe they realized that even without knowing how you feel, it's worth it to them to say something, because then they can at least perhaps move on because they did something about it, right? So this is somebody basically saying, I'm willing to risk a little bit of vulnerability here, because if I don't know how I can stop kind of like obsessing, right? All right, this is the Voyage of the Soul. Hello, Amanda. How are you? I like it. Ooh, we got the Haunting card and Split, Curse, Lost Souls, Eerie, Psychic Attack, and Dark Force. And then we have Split, Head versus Heart, Two Worlds, Transition, and Ego Death. So that's the thing. There are a lot of lost souls out there, and I'm sure plenty of them don't even know that they're lost. There's a willingness to live a superficial life or not really be connected to others or not really go for the things that they want and just settle for a life of mediocrity. And I don't really feel like that's what my collective is comprised of. This is somebody who's deciding, is it worth it to do something a little out of my comfort zone and potentially get exactly what I want in life? Or am I going to continue to just keep, going through the motions and pretending I'm happy? This is somebody who has ambition or some sort of drive within them. They are a leader of some sort, and that's motivating them to address the fact that we have this Magician in the reverse. Why was I so nervous to do that? Maybe I just need to remind myself that I'm perfectly capable of handling the situation. So we have confidence. We have shedding of, well, that's not really going to do any good. Why am I insecure? Why am I shy? Why am I pretending that I don't feel something? That doesn't seem very authentic. This is a change of a person that is quite profound. It's a rebirth, right? I'm not going to say no to myself. I'm going to actually ask for the things that I want because that's the only way I can get ahead. That's the only way I can get what I want. Visions, innovative, crafty, plans, trendsetter. Oh, they got plans. They got plans. So I feel like the color orange is important. So we have the first two were pretty blue, but the last four are all very orangey. I don't know, are you eating some sherbet? We've got the cleanse card. Salt, sage, soak, detox, and revive. I've let go of the things that made me feel like I shouldn't speak up, or I've let go of the preconceptions that made me feel this wasn't something I should pursue. And now I'm ready to go for what I want. Or maybe they just thought they should take a shower before they hit you up. ¿Por qué no los dos? All right, this is the untold messages of the heart. Hello, hold on. Hello, Shaman, how are you doing? I'm good, thank you. That's true, dude. And I guess if that's what they want, okay, but some people want more than that. We have heart, I love you. So coming right out and saying it. Walls, I feel like I can't get through to you. Please let me in. Clingy, feeling trapped pushes me away. Please give me some space. So they might have said that when you last saw each other, or that might have been the feeling you got just from body language. There was definitely some, I think, nonverbal communication, especially because here we go. We have the forbidden fruit card. Even though we shouldn't, I still want you. But I think the most important one was that I love you came out first. They're ready to talk about how they feel. Sensitive, thinking about you makes me emotional, and I want to open up to you about how I am feeling. Well, yeah. Should I just end the reading now? There it is. Plain as day. And I want to see you. So they're not really doing so well in terms of the patience department. They're ready to see you yesterday. I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. I've said all of these things. You know what I'm doing. Yeah. This is somebody who can't stop thinking about you. They can't forget their feelings for you. They can't move on. Maybe they thought they could. Maybe they thought they would, but they can't. This is the Fairy Lenormand. Number 23, the mice. This talks about a sense of loss. Number 14, the fox. I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. Some of you may be dealing with a silver fox. That would be adorable because of this fox card. But this is where we're at, okay? Our individual who's thinking about confessing is the fox. And the fox is looking between the two options that flank him, okay? We've got the mice, which represents loss. Do I want to say nothing and then that person moves on and I never talk to them again? I certainly don't end up like living with them or being happy with them. Or should I profess my love in the most romantic of ways, whisk them off for a weekend away, and then propose that we spend the rest of our life together? Seems pretty reasonable. I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. Weekend trip? Yeah, make sure there's a beach, some good restaurants. All right, what else do we have? This is the Gypsy Oracle. Ooh, money in the reverse. Why? Oh, someone may be saving money to buy a house or looking to see how much things cost to find a way to live together. This could also be somebody who is spending money to move towards wherever you might be. But we have fortune clarifying money. So it's like this person has money to spend, but they know they want to spend it on something that changes their life. We've got friend clarifying fortune. They might have had a list of 1,000 friends, okay, or 10,000. But when they think about somebody who's actually loyal and wants them to be happy, even if that is at the expense of what makes you happy, they think of you. That like altruism or that ability to really think about what's good for you, not necessarily what's good for me. They view this love interest in that way. They have gone through, this is interesting, fortune is clarified by misfortune. They have gone through something recently that has really made it clear for them who is supportive or who is able to put a smile on their face after a difficult day, right? I totally agree, Semper Fi. Sometimes people just need to put away the phone, right? What else? We have sighs, Sighs, and thoughts in the reverse. Well, I could keep thinking about this forever. I could keep daydreaming about this forever. But what I really need to do is probably have a conversation. Enough thinking, enough obsessing, enough being thirsty. This feels like somebody who's taking in a deep breath because they're ready to confess. They're ready to have that conversation. This is the Tarot of the Nile. I like that, Rachel. I agree with that. 10 of Swords. Seven of Wands. There's something about an ending providing the perfect timing for the two of you to reconcile. This could mean somebody has, concluded a work contract, ended a relationship, completed, and I don't know, their last year of college, whatever this is, somebody feels like it's a natural stopping point in their life where they could pivot to a different place, or they could make this choice to be nearer to you. But I also feel like the Seven of Wands is interesting because it really does make me feel like there are other people that are interested in their love interest, or there are people who really don't approve, right? Three of Pentacles. And the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. They've got a friend, or they're talking to one of your friends, because what they want is a relationship. So they could be asking your friend or one of their friends for advice on what the best way to do this would be. But I don't feel like it's like shirking their responsibility to make a choice. I feel like it's more so, here's my plan. Do you think it'll work? If I do this, am I forgetting something? That kind of vibe. Not, so what should I do? Which shows no imagination or initiation, like self-initiation whatsoever. We have Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Because I do know one thing. If I don't say anything, if I don't do anything, this person's not going to be in my life and I will lose them. So I have to decide, am I willing to be a bit vulnerable and say how I feel, even though there's a risk you're going to tell me to pound sand or that's ridiculous? I would rather know. I don't want to ask myself for the next, 3 decades, what would have happened if I'd gone for it? So we have the Chariot and the Nine of Wands. This is like, all right, I packed up the car, or all right, I got that letter in my pocket. Can I go stop and buy some flowers? I'm ready. I'm going, doing it. Page of Cups. An offer of love. And Five of Pentacles. Looks like they may also apologize for this distance or this quiet. They're going to tell you that they felt like other people had kind of decided for them that the two of you could not be together. This Magician in the reverse card is coming through as a sense of, my hands were tied. I couldn't do anything because I knew people were going to be judgy, or I knew I needed to give you space, or I knew I needed to address something in my personal life. Remember, they were feeling like a lost soul, or they were dealing with some sort of curse over here. We had the Drama Queen come out, which could refer to this person, their obsessiveness or their being thirsty. But they could have also been dealing with a third party that was not very nice. We have the Two of Wands in the reverse, something unexpected. What is this unexpected thing? Oh, come on. Why are you running away from me? Okay. So when this person reaches out to confess how they feel, or they show up with some flowers on your doorstep and their heart's beating a million beats a second, I don't know, whatever fast is, they are a little bit surprised to see that the initial reaction seems to be that you're happy to see them. They breathe a sigh of relief almost instantly based off of the eye contact or how things go when you first connect on the phone or see each other. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Pentacles. And the World in the reverse. So they may seem choked up or a little bit withdrawn. They may take a second before they speak with the Knight of Pentacles. And then I feel like it all tumbles out at once. And this person says, it's never been over. I can't forget you. I don't know how you feel, but I want a life with you. I want to, move to the country. Or I want to move to a condo, or I want to start a hobby farm, or I want to have kids, or I want to buy 8 dogs with you, whatever it is, they have plans and they're going to be like, what do you think? Do you want to be my co-pilot? Ace of Swords. And it's going to be a lot of truth all at once from somebody that you may consider to be quite private or even mysterious, secretive. This is not somebody who blasts their business everywhere. I would be surprised if they were the type to have a social media account where they tell you every time they buy coffee. But this is somebody who's saying, I know that I need to make a choice and I feel like you are my soulmate. I've worked on myself to address some of the things that made it difficult for me to be honest with you, but I want you. And then it's like, they're like bracing for it. Like, what are you gonna say? Don't hurt me. What's that? Oh, you love me too? They're just like praying, but like they don't want to be obvious about it. Like, I mean, when you bury your soul like that and you tell somebody how you feel, it's not always easy, but it also is a lot easier, I think, than having feelings for somebody and not saying anything and then having to like wonder. So we have number 21, which is the family room. We have thoughts in the reverse and wealthy man. This person has been saving money and I feel like they want to live with you. They want to have a serious commitment here. And there could be some question as to how can I make it clear that I'm serious? And they might feel like if there's something on paper, like where you live, that you would take them serious. All right, this is the Romance Angel Oracle, and then we'll call it a day. Oh no, that would be awful, key controller. What else do we have? Pay attention to the red flags. For some of you, this is not a thing that works out for you for reasons. But for others of you, this is a soulmate. For many of you, this is somebody who has had red flags in the past, and they will tell you that they have worked to address them. Have they addressed all of them? I don't know. You let me know. But for many of you, this is the person that seems to understand you more than anybody else, or you them. We all have free will. You got to choose what's right for you. But this person wants to find an opportunity to go out on dates or find a way to get to know you more, ask you questions they didn't get to ask you before. I didn't mean to rhyme, but that's cool. And then we have release your ex. This could be what they needed to work on. That could have been what took so long. Or maybe you were dating someone and they're like, hey, you still talk to so-and-so? I need to know. So be honest about what your current obligations are or what other things are going on. Because if you start with a foundation of honesty and clarity and integrity, then you could go far. But we had an inclination at the start to do things just kind of like in the shadows. So you got to be careful and make sure that this is somebody who wants to be, honest about it all. All right. Hello there, Aisha. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I'll see you on the next reading. Toodles.